All right, good afternoon, everybody. I know there's been concerns and questions about posting things and communicating on Google Classroom, so I'm going to make a couple videos here to help everybody out. This first video is going to be to post assignments to Google Classroom and making it available to everybody. I apologize that I'm doing it from my phone. Unfortunately, my laptop does not allow me to record audio at this time, so I can send you a video but with no audio. So right now I made up a page for example here, just called it CBHS. All right, once again, when you're on the stream, all right, this is just an area to post information of what's to come. I wouldn't really post any assignments to this area here. Maybe just post here that you have an upcoming assignment due on this date. Don't actually try to put the assignment here. I would not, okay? Up here, you'll see then the classwork tab, okay? With the classwork tab, go ahead and click that. This is where you want to really put your assignments, okay? And if you have set up in your Google Drive, you can actually connect it through this area. I know Mr. Dukes has done that already. It's a great way of doing that, okay? So what if I just want to create a basic assignment? I'm going to go ahead over here to hit create. When I hit create, I'm going to go ahead and go assignment. Now you can actually make a quiz, questions. If you just want to post material like PowerPoints and that, you can put it under those categories. If you're just posting, let's say, a PowerPoint, maybe math teachers, if you're posting examples of problems, I would really list that as a material, because then the students will not think that they actually have to turn something in. Same thing, social studies, English. If you're just posting notes, just go ahead and maybe list it as a material, because they don't really have to do anything other than look at it, okay? But I'm going to create an assignment right now. When I create my assignment, give it a title. Right now I kind of got one hand, so my typing is going to be a little off here. I'm going to use something that I used last year on the Mesozoic era. When I was teaching science, I had a Mesozoic era video prompt. In my classroom, I was one that often would share multiple small assignments during class, and then give them 3 or 4 things to do during class, and then have them turn it in that day. So what are they going to do for the instructions? They're going to watch the video and answer the prompt. I'm sorry for the delay here on that, everybody. All right, so I have that set up. Now I need to actually give them the assignment. That's where I'm going to come over here to the add button. I'm going to go ahead and click add, and I have a couple options. If you have all your information on the Google Drive, you can pull it off of there. If you need to present a link to a website, maybe they need to read an article, go ahead and use that link right there. That's a nice, easy way for them to get that. If you have a document, such as a PDF file or a Word document that you need to post, or even a PowerPoint, you'd use the File tab. And if you borrowed a video off of YouTube, go ahead and use the YouTube one. I'm going to go ahead and use a file. I have a particular file that I created in a Word document, and that will pop up here in a second. And there's my assignment. It is the Mesozoic era video prompt. Go ahead and put that in there. This is just a basic Microsoft Word document, okay? And I will show you it in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and hit upload. It uploads it onto the computer, and here is the assignment now. Now, this is a big step here right now. This can really help us save a lot of headaches at this point in time. Where it says student can view file, that's the automatic default, okay? What happens is it's just like a PDF file, even though I did it in Word. And the fact that they can only look at it, okay? They can't edit it, they can't do anything, okay? That would be student can view file. Your second option is student can edit file. This is really not a great option. The reason why this is not a great option is because your first student who logs in and starts typing in it will affect everyone else then, okay? So the only time you might do something like this is if you are actually in the classroom and you want everybody to work on a document together, okay? The final option, which in my opinion is the best option, is make a copy for each student. All right. Make a copy for each student. What does that do? When Johnny goes in to open up the document, he has his own Word document, which is now opened actually in Google Docs, in which he will be able to type in himself and turn it in for himself. Then when the next student goes in, let's say Melissa, when Melissa goes and opens it up, she has her own unique file as well. That, in my opinion, is our best option. And then over here, we have a few other things. We have what class it's going to, how many students, what's the point value, when do you want it due, okay? If you don't put a due date, they can turn it in wherever. But if you do put a due date, then it at least kind of gives them a little bit of suggestion of when this should be done by. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to give them... Today's Thursday. Let's say I'm going to give them 3 school days to do it. So today, tomorrow, Monday, it must be in by Monday night. And you can even put a time on there, 11:59 p.m. So that means they can turn it in anytime they want on Monday. But if they turn it in after midnight, going into Tuesday, it is now considered late. So that's an option you have there. Okay. And so once you have that set, all right, just go ahead and click back out. You can click anywhere to the side. Do you want it to fall under a topic category? Do you want a rubric for it? Okay. And then here's another big thing that I heard concerns about. Assigning it. If I click assign, it's going to post it immediately, but I don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to hit the down arrow next to it and I'm going to schedule it out. When I schedule it out, this box pops up and I can then pick a date. And really, I can go out as far as I need to. I can post something due to last week of school if I really want to. And I can post what time. Time is crucial here because let's say you have an assignment that you have that your first, third, and seventh period you want them to do. And you have individual classes or individual Google Classrooms for each class. Well, you can go ahead and schedule it the night before for the first one to show up for first period at 7:45. You can then have third period begins at 9:25, or you can go ahead and schedule way out for seventh period at about 1:30. All right, and of course, make sure you put AM or PM in that situation as well, and then you hit schedule. Okay. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to have it, though, actually pop up right now. So it's just going to be under assigned, not scheduled. And it is assigning it right now. Be patient with it. And there is my assignment. So when I go into it, what are we looking at? As a teacher, let's say I have 20 students in my class. Right now, it would say assigned 20 students because none of them has done it. Once they have completed it and hit turned in, that number for assigned is going to shrink and the number of turned in will grow. Hopefully, we will eventually get to 20 turned in and 0 assigned. That means then every student has done it. Now, what about over here? Now, on my end, when I open the document, and this is just a real basic document, this is something that we would maybe take 5 to 10 minutes to do in class together. We'd watch the YouTube video together on the Mesozoic era. I asked them to put down 5 facts. Now, right now, since I'm in teacher mode, I can't edit this assignment, okay? But there is actually a way around it. How do I do that? If I come up here to the top of the page and I look over here on the right-hand side, sometimes you'll see 3 dots, and that is always going to give you more to do. So I want to go ahead and open this in a new window. When I open this in a new window, you'll see a new tab. It looks exactly the same. Nothing changed, right? Well, look at this. How convenient. We have an edit and collaborate in real time, and that's what we want to do, actually. We want to open with Google Docs. When I open it with Google Docs, yes, a 3rd tab has opened up. I know that can get annoying, but now this is a document that I can come in, type my answers, whatever it may be, all right? And when I'm done, I can go ahead and turn it in if I was a student. Now, as a teacher, you do not see the turn in button because you're not turning anything in. As a student, it would pop up in this area that they could, at that point, turn it into you, and that assignment would be done, okay? So that's a little bit on posting there. Sorry if that video dragged out, but I hope this is helpful to you. I will go ahead and also do other things that I will be posting to help out you or help out your students. If you wish to share any of this on your accounts, Google Classroom, email, whatever, feel free to do so. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.